Hey guys, it's me, Miss Norris, and today I'd like to share a fun read aloud with you of the story For Everyone to Share. The story For Everyone to Share was written in 2007 by Gillian Lobel and is illustrated by Daniel Howarth, and it tells the story of a little mouse beginning to find his place in the world. If you're ready to hear the story, I'm ready to share it with you. Here we go. For Everyone to Share. Little Mouse was fast asleep in his soft, cozy nest. It was so warm, snuggled next to his mother and his 6 brothers and sisters. Suddenly, his nose tickled. "Achoo!" said Little Mouse. So, Little Mouse has been woken up because something's made him sneeze. He did a big stretch from his tiny pink nose to his long tail. Ah! Little Mouse scrambled out of his nest. All around him it was dark and dim, but far away he saw something different, something that made his eyes water for a moment. What was it? So I don't know what he's seeing, but he's waking up, probably to get a little drink, maybe something to eat. Little Mouse pattered along a leafy tunnel. Strange smells tickled his nose. His whiskers quivered with excitement. So I don't think he knows what he sees, but he wants to know more. And suddenly, he was there in the big brightness. Curious, he tiptoed into the daylight. So he's just a baby mouse. He's never seen outside before. And now he's in the bright sunlight and he's tiptoeing into it. He's a little nervous. And he saw a tiny, fat creature dressed in a furry coat of black and gold. He buzzed loudly in Little Mouse's ears. "Who are you?" cried Little Mouse. "Please tell me your name." The furry creature buzzed even louder. "I'm a bee, Little Mouse." And he flew away and landed on something yellow and shiny. "Don't go," squeaked Little Mouse. "Please tell me what you're sitting on." So Little Mouse had never seen a bee and he'd never seen a flower. So he wants the bee to tell him more. "This is a flower, Little Mouse," buzzed the bee, and he climbed right into the heart of the flower to sip his breakfast. "Bee, flower," murmured Little Mouse. "What a wonderful place this is." So he learned about a flower while the bee had his breakfast. Little Mouse felt something soft and lovely on his back and lifted his eyes. Far, far above him was a glowing ring of light. It shone on his ears and toes and warmed them. "Please tell me, Buzzy Bee, who is that?" Little Mouse pointed high into the sky. Do you know who he's talking about? I bet you do. "That's the sun, Little Mouse, the blessed sun, and she lives in the bright blue sky." "Bee, flower, sun, and bright blue sky," murmured Little Mouse. "And what is that, Buzzy Bee? Please tell me." But Buzzy Bee had already buzzed away. So the bee has told him some good stuff. He knows about bees and flowers and the sun and the bright blue sky. But the mouse has so many more questions. But the bee has places to go. Just then, something floated past Little Mouse's nose and landed right next to him. She was as blue as the sky and lighter than the air. "Oh, little sky," he gasped. "Please tell me who you are." "I am a butterfly, Little Mouse," she replied quietly, and a silvery laugh rippled over the flowers. Bee, flower, sun, sky, butterfly, murmured Little Mouse. How wonderful this place is! So he's met a butterfly and he calls her Little Sky because that's what he knows that's blue, the sky. But she's little. And there's even more, the butterfly said. Look! And she showed him the birds who filled the air with music, the whispering grasses, the starry daisies, and the dewdrops on the spider's web. And now I must go, said Blue Butterfly. Goodbye, Little Mouse. And up and away she fluttered. Little Mouse trembled with excitement. I will go home and tell everyone what I have seen. So he is freak out excited. But Mommy Mouse was already looking for him. Mommy, Mommy, called Little Mouse joyfully. I have seen so many things here in the big outside. A buzzy bee, a flower, the golden sun, the bright blue sky, a butterfly, the birds in the air. Oh, so much. What is this place, Mommy? Please tell me. I want to know. Why, this is the world, Little Mouse, the beautiful world, said his mother, laughing, and they trotted home together happily. So Mama was already coming to find him, and he's telling her all the great things he's seen. And she tells him this is the beautiful world. But all his little brothers and sisters are still sleeping. The world, murmured Little Mouse as he snuggled into his mother's arms. The big, beautiful world. But who's it for, Mommy? Is it a world for us? Yes, his mother said, smiling. It is a world for bees and butterflies and flowers, for birds and spiders and grasses that sing. And it's a world for us too. It's a world for everyone to share. Then Little Mouse gave a deep and happy sigh, curled up into his sweet warm nest with his 6 brothers and sisters, and fell asleep fast. And I bet he dreamed. The end. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed this story for everyone to share, please hit that thumbs up button at the bottom of the page. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. It really means a lot to me. If you're not a subscriber yet, please click that subscribe button down there at the bottom of the page. And don't forget to click the bell so that you're notified when there's new content. I hope to see you all again real soon. Bye-bye.